Heartbreak, instantly emotional, relatable, and compelling. Obsession, triggers curiosity and tension, the one you can't forget, personal and intriguing. Addiction, emotional, psychological pull. Betrayal, sparks suspense and reflection. The love that destroys, dramatic and immersive. Pain, simple but universal, makes the audience empathize immediately. Unspoken desire, emotional, mysterious, and slightly seductive. The truth about love promises revelation, curiosity. The mistake we all make, relatable and thought-provoking. Picture this, my friend. You found her. The one woman who feels like she understands you completely. Every laugh, every glance, every quiet moment feels like destiny. And yet, somehow, there's a part of you that whispers, something is just beyond reach. That tug, that ache in your chest, that's the beginning of a story most men live silently, alone in their thoughts. You feel him looking at you differently than anyone else ever has. He thinks he knows you, sees through your walls, but there are parts you keep locked away. Your own heart isn't fully in it yet. You can't let him go entirely. There's a strange power in walking away while leaving a trace, a tension that neither of you can name. Every man has believed in the illusion. She laughs at your jokes, leans closer when you talk, brushes against your hand accidentally. You mistake this for love, but it isn't. What you're feeling, it's emotional investment, a chemical response, a trap set by your own biology. Dopamine spikes with every smile. Oxytocin binds you to moments, not reality. And every rare gesture rewires your attachment, silently, insidiously. And sometimes we play into it. We give affection sparingly, testing, watching him lean in, hoping he proves worthy. It isn't cruelty, it is caution. We are hardwired to measure devotion, to see if he can withstand unpredictability. And in that testing, both hearts become entwined in a cycle they cannot escape. Notice the signs before it consumes you. She pulls away after your most vulnerable moments. She gives affection in bursts, then disappears. You carry 90% of the emotional weight. Mixed signals gnaw at your mind, yet you cannot leave. You convince yourself it's love. But it is a trap, brother. A neurological trap your body cannot distinguish from the real thing. I see it too. Men who love too much, care too deeply, and fail to see the subtle tests. It's not cruelty, it's biology, programming, instinct. The human brain is a battlefield, and sometimes love itself becomes the weapon that wounds most deeply. Behavioral examples. He texts first every single time. She delays replies deliberately. He makes plans. She cancels at the last second, leaving him anxious. He shares his vulnerabilities. She withdraws briefly, then returns with affection. She vanishes emotionally after intimate conversations, leaving uncertainty in her wake. Soft criticism, laced with subtle destabilization, undermining his confidence without breaking trust entirely. And here is where it becomes a trap. You chase, you fix, you rationalize every absence, every cold gesture. Each pull away is a spike in desire, each return a spark of hope. Psychologists call it intermittent reinforcement. Your brain craves instability, emotional highs followed by devastating lows, addiction in plain sight, yet no one warns you about this subtle poison. Often, we are unaware of the effect. A glance, a word, a touch, it triggers attachment. His devotion feeds the cycle. It is not intentional cruelty, yet it binds him tightly, like chains woven of desire and fear. Case study examples. Jake couldn't stop thinking about her, replaying every conversation in his mind. Even when she hurt him, even when she disappointed him, he stayed, hoping tomorrow would be different. Every day became a battle of restraint and surrender. Anna noticed how he never walked away, how he hoped each apology or small gesture would fix the distance between them. She was drawn to his constancy, yet terrified by her own emotions. Society trains men to endure, to chase endlessly, to prove worthiness through suffering. Modern culture glorifies the ride-or-die man, but ignores the silent agony that comes with it. Movies tell us love must hurt. Social media reinforces the chase. If she is difficult, she's worth more. You are conditioned to believe that suffering proves value, my friend. And yet, it does not. And women, we are taught to guard ourselves, to test, to withhold affection at times. It is instinctual, it is unconscious, but when combined with his pursuit, it creates a loop neither fully controls. The emotional battlefield is mutual, though the scars are often invisible. And then, the collapse. Anxiety becomes chronic. Self-worth erodes. You lose yourself trying to keep her. Nights feel endless, days meaningless. And one day, she leaves or retreats so completely it is as if she never existed in your life at all. By the time he breaks, I see it. The part of him that loved fully, chased tirelessly, has been consumed by his own devotion. Both are trapped in a cycle neither can escape. Pain and attachment intertwine until only emptiness remains. The harsh truth, brother, you didn't love her. You loved the version of her in your mind. Your suffering was self-inflicted, a byproduct of your own attachment. The woman you loved existed only in fleeting, the rest was a mirror of your desire. And for us, the truth is, we cannot carry the responsibility for his obsession. We are human, imperfect, sometimes inconsistent. His heartbreak teaches him lessons that neither of us could convey, how to survive a bond that was never fully reciprocal. Guidance, set boundaries, communicate your needs clearly. Observe responses. Does she meet you halfway or just test your patience? Redirect energy into self-growth. Your body, your work, your mind. Practice stoic detachment without bitterness. Emotional freedom is strength. When a man stands firm, he becomes magnetic. Respect and attraction return naturally. Women respond not to desperation, but to presence, stability, and honesty. This is not manipulation, this is clarity, brother. A blueprint for balance, for understanding, for freedom. My friend, the woman you should have walked away from was never your enemy. She was your teacher. Every scar, every sleepless night, every pang of desire and loss was a lesson in knowing yourself, knowing love, and understanding the human heart. And sometimes letting go is the kindest act for both. The heart remembers, but the soul learns to heal. This is the story we all must live, endure, and survive. The woman you can't walk away from, she was never truly yours to keep. Every longing glance, every smile that felt like hope, every moment of closeness that pulled at your heart, these were lessons disguised as love. Your sleepless nights, the obsessive thoughts, the doubts and insecurities, they were not failures, my friend. They were mirrors showing you your own value, your own weaknesses, and your own patterns. Understand this. Attachment is powerful, but desire can be misleading. You loved not her, but the version of her in your mind. The reality was different, fleeting, unpredictable, human. And yet, in that chaos, there was a chance for awakening. To see the truth, to reclaim your mind, to recognize your own worth. Let go of the illusion. Stop chasing instability. Stand firm, not in anger, but in clarity. Invest in yourself, your growth, your purpose. When you do, respect, attraction, and genuine connection will follow, not because of struggle, but because of presence, strength, and emotional honesty. The heart remembers, yes, but the soul survives. And surviving, learning, and rising above attachment is where your real power lies.